Before we get started, I just want to tell you a very quick story that might help explain a little bit about how I fell down this rabbit hole. I worked for NBC News for a long time. I covered the White House for NBC, and it was my job for a period of time when Dr. Rice was at the White House to chase her around and try to get her to answer my questions. And then I went to work for the Today Show in New York. And I got to be really good friends with one of the hair and makeup artists who worked on the Today Show. And she was a single mom. She had a little boy. And I remember her coming into work one day and saying to me, when her little boy had just reached school age, that she had done the research in the neighborhood and figured out that the school she was zoned for was one of the worst schools in the city. It was a failing school. She didn't have a lot of money. She didn't know what to do. She couldn't afford the Catholic school that was nearby. She had looked into charter schools but didn't get in, and was really, so upset about this. And I remember her, maybe a few weeks later, coming in to work and telling me with a big smile on her face, I figured out my school problem. And I said, what? What happened? What did you do? And I thought maybe she'd come into a little bit of money. And she said, no, I've cut a deal with Marie. And Marie was this woman who lived in this big house, a very wealthy woman on the Upper East Side of New York, and my friend did her hair all the time. And she said, I agreed to do Marie's hair for free for the rest of her life if she would let me use her address so that I could get my son into the school in that neighborhood that was one of the best schools in New York City. Think about that. She's smiling at me, telling me she signed her life away because she would have done anything for her son. And wouldn't we all? So that's what today is about the parents and the kids who all the people in this room are working so hard for.